Today was one of those days where the market technically gave me a setup, but it didn't feel right. Gold's been weird all week. There's been CPI, heavy news, and a lot of noise going on. So even though price gave me everything that I needed for it to be a setup, the structure just wasn't clean like I really needed it to be. So I did take the setup, but I wasn't in love with it. So after my first TP hit, as soon as structure gave me a little bit of rejection, I cut the trade. So I didn't win big at all, but it wasn't a loss either. And after a week that's been going so good like it has been, it makes no sense at all to give it all back on a low quality setup. And real quick, this is exactly what I use my Notion trading journal for. Not just to track entries, but to mark which trades actually felt clean and which ones didn't. That's how you start protecting good weeks instead of blowing them up. So if you're interested in Notion Trading Journal, check the comment in the links below. All right, let me show you how today played out and why I made the decision to cut back. All right, y'all, on gold today, we are in a funny little situation. Let me break down what's going on. So on the come on now. So on daily, we are having a bearish day as of right now, right? We got 8 minutes left in the daily candle. And looks like price is just pulling back to this previous high. I don't know if it's looking to go further down or not. But what I do see as we zoom in a little bit is still respecting this high that's been tapped 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? So now that we're at the 1 hour, let me break down a little bit more on what I'm looking at. So one thing that I did notice is it's still a little messy. That price maybe looks like it may be creating a head and shoulders pattern. So it's gonna bring everything back. So from here, 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 it just needs to break this level to confirm this bearish decision that it may be having. So knowing that that may be the issue, I have to be extremely cautious today with my setups because I don't know what's going on, right? And then you break everything down to the 30. Technically, the 30 in my eyes broke two structures. It broke this structure to the low right here, and it broke it here to the high, right? So, and this is kind of, you can consider this 15, the 15 minute or not. I'm looking at it as 30, but I'm just going to be careful for the most part. So this is how I'm looking at executing this trade. On the 15 minute, pretty much looks the same. If you look at the 15 minute, it looks like price broke structure to the low right here. But I'm looking at this 30 minute. This 30 minute low is my confirmation as a break of structure, because once it breaks this pretty much breaks this whole structure on the other side here, and it's way more confirmation. So on the 5 minute, this is what I'm looking for, right? Either we're gonna completely break this low right here, retest, and then drop, or I need price to create some type of structure to the high, right? So I needed to make another high, pull back, and I needed to break that high and either retest the area that was broken, or I needed to come all the way back down, or somewhere in the middle area where it actually gives it the structure some validity before giving a buy, right? And that would be a beautiful, beautiful buy, because I could actually take it a little bit further all the way up here. But again, I really don't know. I'm just speculating right now. I just got to wait for price to give me a little bit more data to see what we can actually do today for the trade. But it is the last day of the week. We are up for the week. So one thing I'm not going to do is give back unnecessary profits. We've been having a beautiful last 2 weeks. I don't even think we had a losing day this week, right? No, we didn't have a we didn't lose one day this week. So I just want to keep that going. Like, let's keep this a winning streak going. Hopefully I can bring it to next week. I'm only what, like, $500 away from clearing my combine. So if I could do that today, that would be lovely, and I can start next week with a brand new account. So we're gonna see how today plays out. I'm just gonna be extremely patient. I'm not like forcing anything. Again, price has to break this level or create some type of structure where I can get some type of break and retest to the high. And I'm not considering this right here. Whatever they have going on right here, structure. I need it some clear structure. I need you to pull up, then pull down for me to consider that structure for a buy situation. Other than that, I'm just waiting. I'm sitting on my hands at this point right now. So once price give me a little bit more data, I get back. I'll check back in with you guys, and we can see if we can make some money today. But it was just a weird trade overall, right? So essentially, again, I got in off the bullish variation because I didn't trust it coming in at this level. So if you check this 5 minute candle right here, it was a huge wick and it was a lot of volume in it when it came down, but it created this whole structure just based off of this zone, just based off of that same candle, and I wasn't crazy about it. So I wanted that next candle, this next 5 minute candle, to come in to kind of confirm everything before I got in. So this won't be like the sexiest trade or anything like that, but it'll get the job done. Once it breaks this level, I'm gonna go to break even just to clear the trade. Well, to protect the trade, and we're gonna see what happens from there. It looks like it's gonna respect it. Based off this entry, I really want to give it more room to breathe, but I'm just sticking to what I said I would do with my exits. So I'm just trying to respect that, but honestly, I don't like it being in this area and not just pushing away from it. But I'm gonna sit through the trade and just be patient with it, um, and just go from there. It looks like it's gonna give me the push that I want. It's still in a good area, so all right. It just took that order out. I'm gonna go to break even, and now we gonna really watch this trade more. So regardless, we made some bread on the day. Now let's see if we can hold it. Don't hit the cards. Give it a push. How you come back? Let me be fair and at least, okay, however this turns out, we made a little bit of money on the day, but I'm going to give it some room just to be fair with this trade since it wasn't the best. Um, wasn't the tightest entry to really get off on. So we're going to see. I don't think it should be retracing like that. So if it stops me out, I'm cool. I'm just going to be done for the day because I've been waiting a while anyways. Yeah, it stopped me out. Uh, so I only made, what, like $88 on the day. Nothing crazy. Um, Yeah, that wasn't even a 1-to-1. It is what it is. I just wanted to protect it because I didn't. One, I wasn't crazy about the pullback. So it was a couple of things, right? So one, let me delete this off here so y'all can see this a little bit better. Where we at? Where we at? One, I didn't like the break and retest. There was not a lot of like candles in it and whatnot. Still, I wanted to be whenever I take a break or retest, I wanted to push away, then come back. Right, everything was kind of all together. Right, it still broke a structure right here, but it wasn't. It didn't push. It didn't give me like 2-3 candles away, then come back. Right, but it still gave me a 3 candle pullback. That's the only reason why I took it. But I still wasn't excited about the trade overall, right? And granted, if it does what it does, it's cool. I just don't like how it was operating in that moment. I rather make some money than just lose money on a not a high quality trade. So yeah. So then when it pushed up, it gave me that huge retracement. I don't know. I really just wasn't all that crazy about it, man. Like if you drop down to the 1 minute, you can see a little bit clearer. So it dropped down into that demand zone that I was using, but this would have been the better entry right here. But again, it was on that 5 minute candle that had that huge wick in it, and it turned into a doji. So I wasn't necessarily sure about it, right? So it is what it is. I think if I would have just kept it at break even, we'd probably still be in the trade. But I still don't, I actually don't care about this trade. I really didn't like it. I just got in it because it aligned with my structure, and my trading plan. But I wasn't too hot on how that one moved. So yeah, other than that, this is the last day of my trading week. I don't trade on Fridays. So that's all I have, you guys. So we got a little bit there, man. We got about $300 to pass the combine. So I guess we can hopefully knock that out on Monday. It could have been today if, price played out a little bit more in my way, but it didn't. It looks like I should have took that. I should have took this buy right here, but this would have been a 30-minute setup, right? And it was already at a level where it could have either broken the level. Today was just a little too sketchy, so I'm cool with not forcing things that just aren't panning out in my favor. So I'll let it be. I'm not gonna chase the market, and I'm just gonna let that next big setup come to me, and hopefully that'll be Monday, and we can really knock all of this out, man, and just move on to the next part of what we're supposed to be doing. But that's all I got. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. Hopefully y'all make some money this week, and yeah, catch you Monday. Peace.